must be Samuel G. Are you here for the guitar lesson?
I certainly am. Pleased to meet you.
Welcome, welcome. Come in. Take a seat, and while you're getting settled in, would you mind telling me what's your proficiency level on the guitar?
You know, you might say I'm more familiar with other styles of music besides the classical guitar.
Classical. I'm not sure what you mean. Here in Paris in 1830, this is modern. We have 6 single strings. You said classical, but we don't have a tie-down bridge. We have a pin bridge to hold our strings in. We have metal frets even. They never wear out. And my personal favorite, a beautiful key, which fits nicely into the back of the neck. If I turn this, I can change the height of my action. As you can see, sir, here in Paris in 1830, this is state-of-the-art and very modern.
Okay.
Imagine playing something like this on any other guitar. All right, my friend, now let's see what you can do with this instrument. You seem rather confused. Maybe you're used to the older tuning system, the friction pegs, like on violins and cellos, but Stauffer collaborated with people who make clocks to make this incredible Persian slipper, is what we call it, full of beautiful gold, and these amazing coin tuners, which tune at a very specific ratio. With a small turn, I can get the most micro adjustment. This is going to revolutionize the guitar. But I'll save you the trouble. Let's add this guitar to the mix.
Speaking of that, all right, back to 2025 for a second here. Now, Brandon is one of the most accomplished classical guitar players that I've ever met, and we sat down a little while ago to create a 30-minute intro to classical guitar workshop. In it, we go from the absolute basics of finger picking right up to playing your first tune and beyond. And this was made for players like me who gravitated towards other types of music, but he showed me these elements of expression, how to breathe personal life into music, and it's something that I've been trying to incorporate in my playing ever since. And you can get this lesson as a special bonus for a limited time when you use the link down below to pick up my theory bundle. It's only 14 bucks. It's my most popular 3 courses packaged together, and I outline music theory taught for the guitars from the ground up. I show you how and why music works the way it does, and most importantly, how you can bring this into everything you do so that you can have more fun on your instrument. You can grab these 3 courses along with our classical guitar workshop for only $14 when you use the link down below. Anyways, let's get back to 1830. Cool, well, it's smaller than I'm used to. I like it.
Small. This is the size that guitars have been for at least 200 years. But don't mind that. Why don't you play something?
All right, here goes.
My God, that is such a racket. I don't know who taught you. This is not how we play in Paris conservatoires. This is not music. I can show you the way. It will be hard. Let's start here. What are you looking to play?
I mean, you tell me what's popular right now. What are the kids listening to?
Well, everyone seems to love a good opera tune. When I play my recitals here in Paris in salons, I usually play for perhaps 100 people, and I'll play caprices, etudes, sonatas. Opera tunes, they are the pop music of today, right? I mean, everyone's walking around whistling tunes from Mozart's magic flutes. For example, there's this one. And here's a variation by Fernando Sor on that wonderful melody. Just like that.
Whoa.
Well, I consider myself lucky to be here in Paris playing with some of the best.
Yeah, so who is the best? Like, who's the Hendrix right now?
I'm sorry, what?
Who's the big guitar player on the scene?
Oh, of course. Well, you can't come to Paris and not know Fernando Sor. This man moved here 3 years ago. He's a virtuoso player. He's been publishing music for amateurs to play in their homes. He published a classical guitar method, which I think you could use.
Okay. This guitar is a bit different than what I'm used to.
Well, perhaps that's because you're used to the older version of the guitar. My father played this guitar, and his father played it as well.
What is this thing?
Well, this is the guitar of the 17th and 18th centuries. We could call it the Baroque guitar. It didn't have any of the modern luxuries we have today with our guitar.
It's got double strings.
It's got double strings. But tunes similar, A, D, G, B, E, and then of course they took the strings and they just tied them around. They didn't have the metal frets we have today. These are frets.
Oh,
you can tie them on, you can even move them. And of course we have these older style friction pegs, which you have to push in and turn. It's a little outdated, but it still had quite the power to move the passions. For example, they were particularly good at strumming.
Cool, so what are we learning today?
Well, I think the easiest thing to do would be to start you with some very basic sheet music. So let's sight read this, please.
Sheet music. You got a tab?
Tab?
No tabs. Okay, can I borrow a pick?
You want to pick something up, or?
Okay, no picks either. Okay, I can gut this out.
Oh, guts. Okay, now you're onto something. We do use gut strings, or sheep intestine, right? This is our wonderful strings which produce a warm and luxurious sound.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you just show me how to play this first?
Of course, this is a simple right-hand study by Giuliani. You should have no trouble with this one. Which goes to G and back to C. Now
C, G, C. Okay.
Stop. By the hair of King Louis Philippe's sideburns. Who taught you? Someone in the colonies? This isn't up to the standards of the Paris Conservatory. Let's start with the basics. Just follow me.
Okay.
P.
P as in thumb.
I.
I as in index.
M.
M as in middle.
A.
A as in ring.
Okay, good. You're not as slow as I expected. Take the thumb, put your thumb P on the note C.
My P's on the C.
Good. And we're going to use the simple right-hand pattern that Giuliani shows us. This is how we play guitar in Paris. G7. And now we're going to finish on the C major chord with a roll and C major. Your insolence is beginning to be frustrating.
Wait, you guys don't like improvising?
Of course we do. For example, when we look at the sheet music here, when it's written G, I can imagine improvising a trill or a turn. In fact, that's the entire art of interpretation. For example, here are the same notes played in two completely contrasting moods, we could say. And the same notes, but completely different.
That's kind of what this is all about, isn't it?
That is our art form.
So can we improvise something together? Like, can I just start playing something and you join in?
Of course, let's do it. But let's avoid those double notes we talked about.
Oh, these ones?
Okay, I get the gist. I mean, I'm not going to play it like you do in the colonies, but maybe something like we would in the Paris Conservatory. Let's see. My ears have never been so offended in all my life. But would you mind showing me how you did that one melody?
Hey guys, it's Sammy G, Brandon, and we're back in 2025 here.
And by the way, if you're ever in the Chicago area, you got to come here to Marshall's beautiful shop. You can find a wide assortment of classical guitars. You can get a repair done, and Marshall's just a great guy to talk to. So Don't miss this.
And remember, you can use the link down below to check out my theory course bundle for only $14, and included with that is your first classical guitar lesson taught by Brandon, and you need to check out his YouTube channel too.
I do performance videos, guitar tips, explanation videos about fantastic, fascinating instruments from the past, like Baroque guitars, theorbos, lutes, and much more.
Thank you all for watching. I'm Samurai Guitarist.
I'm Brandon Aker.
We'll see you again next time.